Okay, welcome back. We're in Crete at the moment, and we're talking about power to weight ratios. Okay, here we are. Power to weight ratios, right? Well, if you want to display an aeroplane at an air show, you want as much power available as possible, and you want to make the aircraft as lightweight as possible. Imagine your car, okay, and you've got your car, and you've got all your heaviest relatives in the car, okay, and you've got loads of bags and suitcases and cans of beer, and you've got that car weighed right down, and you're going to go for a drive, and it's going to really struggle, isn't it, on the hills and things. And it's the same with air shows. What they do, you'll notice my fuel is, I've got about 42 minutes of fuel in this aircraft, so it's as light as possible. There's no bomb load, there's nothing. So power to weight ratio, I've got loads of power and as least weight as possible, so this aircraft is going to perform much better than it would actually normally perform in real life. Okay, and this is a cheat that they use at air shows to demonstrate the maneuverability of the aircraft when they try to sell it to foreign states, like I don't know, Saudi Arabia or someone like that. They're going to look and go, they want to impress these people who've got loads of money and want to buy stuff, and so they'll cheat and they'll crack on the aircraft is actually better than it is, and it can't actually perform as well as it's performing at the air show. It's all cheating power to weight ratios. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of an air show. We're going to throw this aircraft around and make it do things that it can't normally do. Okay, air brakes are in. Okay, all temperatures and pressures looking good. Fuel is almost empty, and we got no bombs or anything on board, so we're now going to take off and we're going to perform to a crowd of potential buyers for an aircraft looking for a warplane that's really cool and can do cool things. And we're going to cheat. We're just going to show them an aircraft that cannot possibly do what it's about to do. Okay, gear is up. We're going to watch the airspeed. Look at that rate of climb. Gears coming up. I mean, it can't do that. It can't do that unless it's empty at the lightest possible weight. But hey, there it is. It's doing it. Look, it's doing it. And this is why pilots crash at air shows, because they're exploring the envelope outside of what it would normally perform at. I said, look, this is a 4-engine bomber, it can drop bombs, it can do, look how versatile it is, isn't it? It's marvellous, look. And people go, oh yes, we'll buy some of those, I like the look of that. And it can't do that, it couldn't do that for toffee. Not a hope in hell of it doing that. And of course we've got to do our performance, and we've got to land before we run out of fuel. After impressing the hell out of all those Saudi princes and other people who may fall victim to our sales pitch. There's definitely no way this aircraft is ever going to do any of this. Okay, unless it's empty. We've got the brakes out now, full speed brakes out, hope you don't dive into the ground, pulling hard. pulling. Whoa, look at the G we just pulled there. Air brakes away. Top rudder, full top rudder there. Full top rudder the other way. Whoa, this is so sluggish. But we made it in one piece. Around we come. And anybody watching from the ground will go, wow, look at that plane, it's so cool. And it isn't at all. Can only do that just before it runs out of fuel. And look, we're almost out of fuel, so we've got to land it now. It's called power to weight ratio, and everyone goes, oh yes, look, marvellous, marvellous. Hey, I want one of those. That looked awfully good, but it can't do any of that. You fill it with petrol and bombs and things, and it can't do any of those things. I've literally got minutes of fuel left now. After that fraudulent performance, that's the only way I can put it. The only way I could say, really, but it's true. I used to watch the Harrier at the air shows and things, and the last it used to hover in front of the crowd, and it used to go nose up and go roaring straight up in a vertical climb, and there's no way it could do that. Could not do that unless it was almost out of fuel and was carrying no payload. And then the guy couldn't get the wheels down, and they said to him, well, how much fuel have you got left? And he said, about 30 seconds. I'm like, what? He really timed it that close. Okay, air brakes, full air brakes. Where's the runway? It's over there. Got loads of time there now, so throttle's completely closed, not using any fuel hardly. You need to dramatically get rid of this airspeed, which it's doing. It's doing it really well, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vulcan bomber. Isn't it marvellous? It can loop, it can roll, it can climb like a rocket. It can do all kinds of things it can't actually do. And you've just seen it do it, look. Power to weight ratio. Still going a bit fast. Okay, here we go. Gear down. Yeah, we're in the speed limit now. That's cool, that's cool, we can make it. As long as we don't mess it up, we should be okay now. We'll deploy our parachute, and the Saudis will be queuing up to buy this aeroplane. Oh, do I want some of those? Yes, give me some of them. Nuclear, is it? Oh, good, good. Yeah, throw in some nuclear bombs and it's a deal. Chop the power right there. Finger on the parachute, on the brolly. Finger on the brolly. Flare. We're on. Brolly. Brakes. And we're off for the first exit. Get rid of the brolly. There we go. Brolly's gone, and we're back in Heraklion in Crete, which is a Greek island. It belongs to Greece. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vulcan bomber, let's hope it can taxi all the way to park without running out of fuel. It's on fumes now. Didn't have a lot to start off with. Okay, here we go. This will do. Let's just park back where we were started off from. There we go. Excellent. Look at that power to weight ratio, and how they cheat at air shows and make aeroplanes seem like they're much better than they actually are. Thanks for watching. Left the air brakes out, look.